Hey, it's Ty Crandall with Credit Suite, and in this video, we're just going to dive into some of the basics of business credit, some of the things you should absolutely know if you're interested in getting business credit for your company. So remember, when we talk about business credit, we're talking about credit that's in a business name. This is credit that's linked to a business EIN. It's for a business, so it's not linked to the owner personally, and it's not linked to the owner's personal social security number. It's a corporate credit profile that you're building under your EIN that's separate from your consumer credit profile. Now, you're basically getting business credit, many tiers of credit. You have the vendor credit tier. This is Uline, Quill, Granger, Gimplers. These are vendors that will give you credit with terms like net 30. You're getting high limit accounts with most major retailers. This includes almost all retailers, from Apple and Dell to Amazon and Walmart to Sam's Club, Costco, Staples, Walmart, or Staples, Office Depot, Home Depot, Lowe's. I mean, almost all major retailers offer this kind of credit. Fleet credit for fuel, for vehicle repairs, for maintenance. You can even get cash credit, Visa cards, MasterCard, American Express. You can give it auto vehicle financing as well. All this without a personal guarantee and without a personal credit check. And one of the huge benefits of business credit is you can get it regardless of personal credit quality when you build business credit the right way, because you're not even supplying a social security number on a lot of the applications unless the application is coming from a major bank. If it is, then the government requires they get your social for identification purposes, but you can tell them not to use it for a credit pull. And as a result, there's no credit pull. You're getting approved based on your business credit quality instead of your consumer credit quality. So because of this, you're able to get really high limit accounts, $10,000 to $50,000 limit individual accounts, regardless of personal credit, no matter how bad it may be, because again, personal credit doesn't matter. They're not even looking at it when it factors in for the approval. So establishing a business credit history before you need it is important. Okay, you want to establish a credit history before it's really needed. Think of it like this. I mean, if you get started establishing credit profile after you need it, that could waste months of time. So you really want to get started on this as early in your business as you can, so then that way, when it comes time to get money, you have the ability to do so. Now, credit history is one of the components of calculating your business credit score. How long you've had credit for matters. So you need to make sure that you're getting that credit established. The longer your credit history, the better a business credit score is going to be. Not necessarily the score, but the profile. You know, having a long-standing business credit profile is really helpful to helping you get approved for other types of credit. And when you consider what credit score needed for a business loan, you need every bit you can get. And again, it's all about paying your bills as agreed and trying to have as many accounts on there as early as possible. So start as early as possible with building that business credit profile and score. Now, you also want to prepare for lean times, right? If you're in a seasonal business, well, that's part of the DNA of your company. If you've got slower times in your business, but every business goes through these leaner times. So if you have to make payroll or equipment payments or cover rent, you're going to need money available. So by establishing business credit before you actually need the money, well, then you're just far more likely to get better terms. Look, there's this old adage that, banks don't lend money to people that really need it. Well, that's right, because people that really need it are desperate. Nobody wants to give money to desperate people because those are the people that don't pay you back. The people that they want to lend money to, the people they want to issue credit to, are the people that are in good positions, that are applying for it before they actually need it, because those are the preparers, right? Those are the people that are then getting the money, not when they actually need it and their back's against the wall. And those are scenarios that lenders and credit issuers feel more comfortable issuing money in, which is a good reason you want to establish business credit early. Now, when we talk about business credit, we also talk about trade credit. It's really one of the same thing, right? So trade credit can really help you because this is the first step of building business credit. It's the first one you should know about. So you want to work directly to establish a relationship and get credit floated to you for the things you need all the time. Look, a lot of companies will give you credit, especially local companies. So, we have a client of ours that got like $75,000 account at a roofing company. Well, that's her business. Her business deals and needs roofing supplies. So that credit does not report to the business reporting agency, but she still has a $75,000 line of credit. And she got it because they pulled her business credit profile and score. So build your business credit. Work with local vendors or vendors that you buy stuff from. Establish a relationship and have them use your established business credit as well as a trade vendor, and then they may even report that credit to the reporting agencies. Now, also don't forget, you've got these true starter vendors, the Uline, the Quill, the Granger, the Gimpler. Those are credit issuers that will give you these net 30 vendor accounts, even when you have no other credit reporting. Okay. And they report that credit to the business credit reporting agency. So those kind of vendors are really important to establish that initial credit profile and score. Now, business credit means you can eventually start making it easier to qualify for bank loans. So if a business opportunity is just good to pass up, well, you've got access to be able to get the money that you need, but you may not have that kind of cash on hand to get it. And again, establishing business credit means that you're able to more easily qualify. Look, business credit factors into getting loans three ways. One, it determines if you'll be approved or denied. There's a lot of sources out there like SBA loans, for example. You can't even get approved unless you have business credit. Two, it determines how much money you'll get. All the reporting agencies, the main ones, Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian Commercial, even have a recommendation of credit on their credit reports. They say how much money you should be issued in credit. So the more credit you get, the more you use it, the higher the recommendation of credit goes, the higher the future limits of accounts are. And third, business credit determines the loans or the terms that you're going to pay in a lot of cases by loans as well. So lenders are pulling business credit reports and using your business credit scores in large part to determine rates and terms. So it's very important to get financing so you could do those three things. Remember, your payment history matters always. It affects your business credit score more profoundly than anything else. Look, in the consumer world, there are 5 factors that tie into your score: your payment history, your utilization, length of credit, or new inquiries, and your credit mix. In the business world, your scores are based on how you pay your bills. It's that simple. So the one thing and only thing you have to do to get good business credit scores is pay your bills on time or early. You want to wait till the item ships, though. If the item doesn't ship, then that means the item wasn't really fulfilled, and any payment you pay would consider to be a cash transaction. So make sure that you're paying it after it ships, but as early as you can possibly after that. So again, make sure that you do that because that is what gives you a good profile and a good score. Now, a lot of other benefits, as I talked about, it being separate from personal credit, it could be built quickly. It's important to know anybody can see those business credit reports. It's public information. It's also important to know that all the credit we've talked about today in these tips, this is how to get credit without a personal guarantee. So you're not personally liable for those business debts. Now, business credit also increases the value of the business, and it basically doubles your borrowing ability because now you'll have a consumer credit profile and then you'll have a business or a commercial credit profile score, allowing you to get even more than twice as much credit. Works for every type of business. It doesn't matter if you're a startup, nonprofit, high-risk industry. Doesn't matter if you have cash flow, credit, or collateral. Anybody can get this financing option, even when you can't get other kind of loans. And having money, of course, gives you a huge competitive advantage. That's what all the big companies do. And it's just important, as I mentioned, that you've really got to access credit, revolving credit, credit lines, credit cards before you need them, because you're not making payments on those like you would loans. So it costs you nothing to have that money available. So hopefully you got some. This is just some of the basics that I was thinking through that a lot of people ask about that could help you with understanding business credit and how it works. If you have any other questions, reach out to us. 877-600-2487, info@creditsuite.com. What we do at Credit Suite, we help you get money for your business, and we do it 3 ways. We improve your fundability. We help make you more lendable. Okay. We also help with all aspects of building business credit. We take years of that process, condense it only into months. And then we also help you by accessing all loans and credit lines in one place. So the bottom line is our entire focus is to make this as easy as possible for you to get the most money for your business at the best terms. If you'd like more information, go to creditsuite.com, top right of our page. Find us, like us on our social media channels. We have all kinds of information we release daily on those channels, some of them weekly. So a lot of good tips and tactics you'll get there. So thank you very much. If there's anything that we can help you with, please reach out to us so we can help you get money to grow your business.